Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So before we dive into this, drop a subscription, drop a like, drop a comment, hit the notifications bell. That is going to help you keep up to date with the content we do produce here on this channel. So we're looking at crypto bubbles quickly, and something I always find quite funny is there's a meme coin for a meme coin, and then there's like more meme coins that come from that meme coin, and eventually more meme coins become birthed from meme coins, and it becomes this whole like memeception sort of situation. But it's always funny to see these random sort of like meme, for example, seeing Boink up by 34%. I mean, I guess you would buy Boink just to say to your friends, I bought Boink, right? And that's where the meme kind of comes into it. But crypto bubbles is a little bit up, it's a little bit down. The market's very interesting at the moment because BTC keeps pushing upwards, but the market's sort of slumping behind it. One thing we do know at the moment is there's a ticking time bomb in crypto, and that ticking time bomb is really sort of starting to play out. And the fear and greed index, I think, is going to really attribute to this a lot because we're staying in this greedy zone. And I know everybody says, be fearful when others are greedy. And it's that whole sort of concept. But with BTC halving and everything else that's going on, there's real strong sentiment around this ticking time bomb, which is XRP. And there's more of these articles coming up saying it could target $25 as a bull flag is projected to explode in 2024. And off of the bat, you think to yourself, oh, 2024, you know, heard it all before. But 2024 is less than a month away. We are really coming into the end of the year here. So throughout this article, they're more or less saying about this flag that's playing out. But I'm looking at something a little bit more different. And what I see is actually there's a more substantial cup and handle playing out here. We can see this quite evidently here. So something that has recently played out, a cup and handle, is LUNC. And this cup and handle played out and it led up to this very, very nice breakout. And when Terra assets break out, they drag two other assets with them, which is normally Luna and USTC. So when this kind of thing breaks out, it's strong, but when something like this breaks out, it could just be one big parabolic move, and it's looking really good. We're really in this sort of area where the handle's either going to go up or it's going to go down, and the sentiment behind everything, the articles that are being pushed, and the sort of Chinese whispers you're hearing is this could be the surge that would set us back to that 2017 stage of where it really did run up before. And you know, 7,000%, that is a huge amount of gains for anybody. So for me, like I was explaining in my previous videos, this is one of my more secure investments that I'm really banking on for the future to become the next ETH or the next BTC. Because if you look at things from a more business perspective and you really just look at crypto off of the face of it, for people that look at it who want to earn money from that business perspective, right? What makes BTC valuable? Well, you can mine it, but eventually that mining's not going to equate out. These half-ins are not going to become profitable anymore. And the whole BTC experience is eventually going to die. And what I believe it's like the gateway. It was the ideology that led to everything that we had now. And for me, XRP has a sure shot case as to replacing the SWIFT system. And this is why it was so heavily dragged through court and everything like that. And we're on the back end of that now. That court case is mostly over. It's looking really good. The SEC are looking to different people now. And this is good for XRP Ripple. This is what they've all been waiting for. And I myself have just been, a lot of people dollar cost average into ETH and BTC. But for me, those things have gone too far in my mind to see them as viable options for myself. And I'm really looking for the next best thing. So the potential of XRP hitting $25 a coin, yeah, it's not something that couldn't happen, because it definitely can happen. And it's been up those ways before. And with the SWIFT system, right, we went through this in my previous video, and feel free to go back and watch that video. But it's $1 trillion system that XRP could possibly take control of. And $1 trillion a year in volume going through XRP is substantial, absolutely substantial. And we all know how the .com era went, right? We all know that we had everything from Yahoo to Google to all of these different things. But ultimately, the end result of it was only a few companies survived from it. And crypto is going to be like that. Crypto is eventually going to get to the point where You want the public involved. You want that other 95% of the broad basis of the whole world of investors and possible investors to be investing. But to get people to invest, it has to be easy. It has to have something that's short, sweet, and people can understand that, hey, there is a use case here. This is what it does. It's going to replace this. And XRP is really one of those ones that sets itself aside. There's not all of these sort of crazy things that you can and can't do with it. It's kind of limitless in the sense that you can use it anywhere for anything as long as it's accepted as a currency, right? And as time goes on, this is really going to be the digital asset for payments, for banking and everything like that. So what I'm really hoping is at some point over December, we see a really, really nice substantial breakout. And, you know, $25 a coin would be, I mean, anybody listening to this right now, if you put $1,000 down and that run up to $25, your quid's in, or your, I don't know how you would say that, your buck's in. Just stop it. I'm digging a hole. For me, like I said, I'm dollar cost averaging into this every time I go off and I make gains anywhere else. So when I made gains on Loom, all of my gains then went back into XRP, and some of it goes back into LUNC as well. Obviously LUNC's run, so I'm not dollar cost averaging into that anymore. For me, this is the next thing on my sort of radar, which I'm looking at and thinking, this is quite a strong play. There's a lot of signs to back this up. The market's looking good. The market's looking green. And Bitcoin, it's been trading sideways until it made this lovely little punch out up to the 40k range, which was nice to see this. But once again, seeing a nice area of tracking sideways. And these areas of tracking sideways, they're so important because if it does need to come down and retest, it's got these areas of support. Now, XRP seems to have been stunted throughout this whole price movement. So from where I'm sitting, without knowing too much in depth about XRP, and at this point I guess you don't really need to because the court cases are done and stuff like this, the price patterns, the charting, historical accuracy, different things like that are all pointing to some kind of positive price movement. For me, I'm hoping this one plays out over Christmas. I think it would be really nice to go on top of the LUNC gains that we've all seen, and if you've possibly seen some of that, that was really nice. But let me know what you think. What are you invested in? What are kind of your more secure assets that you're looking at and think to yourself, well, this is a story behind it. This is why I'm invested in it. And this is why I think it's so secure. I want to hear these coins you're invested in. I want to know what you think's more secure. Are you invested in SHIB? Are you invested in Doge? Let me know. Folks, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware, and I'll catch you in the next one.